using will in questions, promises and commitments. Will I walk the dog? Will he fix the car? Will I pay you back? Will I cheer you up? Will he mow the lawn? Will she bake a cake? Will he host the party? Will she help you move? Will I inform the team? Will I run the errands? Will she edit the video? Will she clean the house? Will I water the plants? Will I water the plants? Will I lend you my book? Will he design the logo? Will I be there for you? Will you paint the fence? Will he repair the roof? Will I knit you a scarf? Will they bring dessert? Will he take your shift? Will she show you around? Will they send the package? Will he issue the refund? Will they arrive on time? Will I pick you up at 6? Will she lend you her car? Will he buy the groceries? Will I organize the files? Will she write the report? Will she collect the data? Will she book the tickets? Will he call you tomorrow? Will he build the shelves? Will he explain everything? Will they bring the drinks? Will they bring the drinks? Will he mentor the interns? Will she organize the trip? Will they provide feedback? Will she tutor you in math? Will she handle the crisis? Will I forward the message? Will they be there by noon? Will he order the supplies? Will he delegate the tasks? Will she supervise the team? Will he review the contract? Will I proofread your essay? Will you update the software? Will you look into the issue? Will you send you the email? Will she call you back soon? Will she update the website? Will she manage the project? Will you finalize the details? Will they proof the document? Will they attend the meeting? Will you set up the equipment? Will they audit the accounts? Will she cook dinner tonight? Will you coordinate the event? Will she arrange the flowers? Will I support your decision? Will they join us for dinner? Will I answer your questions? Will they organize the event? Will she oversee the project? Will I take care of the baby? Will he handle the paperwork? Will they contact the supplier? Will they decorate the venue? Will he respect your privacy? Will she monitor the progress? Will they provide refreshments? Will they plan the itinerary? Will they sing at the concert? Will they manage the finances? Will he call customer service? Will they check the inventory? Will they confirm the booking? Will he visit you this weekend? Will she make the reservations? Will I handle the arrangements? Will I handle the arrangements? Will they recommend a solution? Will he submit the application? Will he summarize the findings? Will he translate the document? Will she arrange transportation? Will they send the invitations? Will I schedule the appointment? Will I schedule the appointment? Will they donate to the charity? Will they conduct the interview? Will I explain the instructions? Will he drive you to the airport? Will you book the conference room? Will they notify you of any changes? Will you practice the presentation? Will I help you with your homework? Will I finish the project on time? Will he bring the documents tomorrow?